Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to F1 2020. Well, that was an intro. Here for the final race of Season 3. It's round 16, it's the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And, yeah, we've got a championship to decide, so let's get right into the nitty-gritty things of qualifying. Come this race, I know that I basically have to finish ahead of Daniel. As you can see here, we're both qualifying on the mediums, and in qualifying he was half a second quicker than us. So far on the back foot, in terms of the actual race weekend. But yeah, I'm hoping my race pace can definitely deliver some good stuff for me. It is Abu Dhabi, and I do like this track a hell of a lot. So whilst we're going around on our final lap in Q3 here, Daniel decided not to go out again. So basically, we have a pretty easy shot at pole position. I say easy, logically, yes, it's easy, but obviously Daniel seems to be an absolute goat in qualifying. Yes, in terms of what I need to do this race is essentially beat Daniel. The likelihood of either of us two coming outside the top two in this car is very low, unless Daniel starts like at the back of the grid. Even then, I don't think it'll be too difficult for him to claw his way back up the field. So, regarding, there's no interesting shenanigans that goes on, I have to beat Daniel. The gap is only 4 points in the drivers, so obviously I can't finish second and get fastest lap because then Daniel will win by 2 points. If, for some reason, Daniel manages to, or either of us don't come first, then it's pretty simple. I only have to finish 1 or 2 places behind Daniel. So if Daniel comes second, I can come third and still win the championship. Basically, I have to make sure I'm only losing 3 points at a minimum to him if neither of us win. So it's doable. I mean, we could just do an Ayrton Senna and Prost and take him out of turn 1, but I'm not going to do that. As we are finishing the lap now, we're going to make a nearly 1 second improvement. It's actually going to be pole position. Yeah, we found an absolute... I don't even know where that time came from in the last half of that lap. We're like 2 times up going through the chicane at the end of the second sector, or like halfway through the, between the straights, not chicane. So yeah, we found another 8 temps in that final, what was it, the wiggly section. Yes, I am doing the very well English today, aren't I? Jesus Christ. Anyway, it's 1-2 for us. We're both starting on the mediums. We're probably going to end up doing the 2-stop, going medium, soft, soft. 1 stop again is doable, but I typically don't like doing it just because of the sheer pace we have in the car. So let's hope. Let's hope that once we get into the Grand Prix, we can come back a champion, beat Daniel, and put this epic rivalry this season to bed. And yeah, finally, after 3 seasons, get the Drivers' Championship. So, let's hope. Let me know your predictions in the comments below, and I'll join you all for the start of the race.
Final chapter of the season then, here at the spectacular circuit. It's a race where the pole sitter failed to finish in 3 of the first 4 events. A front row start here is by no means a guarantee of victory, so we go into battle once more as we get underway at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. The drivers will be racing here at the circuit through 21 corners and a lap distance of just over 3.4 miles. There are a few opportunities to pass, with long straights and DRS zones in 2 places, turns 8 and turn 11. Plenty of close racing then, plenty of speed, and I hope plenty of drama to be found in the laps ahead. And so, for one final time this season, Anthony Davidson joins me in the commentary box.
Well, the winter break is looming once again. No doubt many of those teams already have their eyes firmly on next season, but there's still work to be done here. Still championship positions to decide, which could make a big difference to the prize money. So no one's going to be taking their foot off the throttle just yet.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Red lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Leclerc, Bottas, Daniel Kvyat, and Perez. Stroll, Ricciardo, they've taken a grid penalty. Gasly and Alexander Albon, Ocon, Matsushita, Lando Norris, and Verstappen, Aitken, Russell, Kevin Magnussen, and Antonio Giovinazzi. drivers will come out on top today.
So already bit of good luck on our side. Daniel is starting in P8, I believe. He had a 10-place grid penalty, so that stuck him down into 8th place because, you know, why take engine penalties at a track you can overtake when you can take one here, which is a bit more difficult to overtake, although not impossible. So yeah, that's definitely put us on the front foot going into this race. I am looking at doing the one stop here, and I believe, I honestly think I do the one stop. Maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. We shall see. I might even go soft, medium, because I don't think I have I do have a fresh set of softs. I might just, I think though, my thinking going into this race was, I do medium, soft, medium, save a fresh set of softs in case there's a late safety car. But anyway, with that shambolic intro out of the way, let's go for the start of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, the final race of Season 3. And it's 5 red lights and away we go. We get a pretty good launch up against Hamilton on the soft tyres, and we're going to be leading quite comfortably going into Turn 1. And now, at this point, it's all about just breaking away, because we do not want to be fighting the soft runners. We want them just to leave us alone. And with every single lap that goes by, we are going to be pulling a second, 2 seconds on Daniel whilst he's stuck in traffic. So we just need to get them, we need to get Hamilton and Bottas, or at least Hamilton, away from our DRS. And it's looking good so far, just over a sector done. And we are nearly a second up, 9/10 at the moment. We're trying to break the slipstream we're going to be dumping a lot of overtake in these first few laps to make sure we break the DRS at least, and then they can be in their own little train and I can just run away with things. But currently, at the moment, we are going to win the Drivers' Championship, obviously scoring above Daniel. So let's hope. Keep penalties to a minimum. Just keep a level head. Make sure we don't make any stupid decisions. As you see, coming through the second sector split, 1.7. No, it's going to be 2 seconds now up on Valtteri Bottas as him and Hamilton are battling. So I think you can all tell where this is going to go. And here we are on lap 10. We are coming in for a set of the soft compound tyres. We're definitely going to be doing the 2-stop. Going soft, medium, soft, medium, and saving that fresh set of softs for the end of the race. And Daniel is 14 seconds behind us. So in those 10 laps we were gaining about 1.5 seconds over Daniel. So I guess him stuck in traffic has definitely not helped him, but who knows what his pace is going to be like in clear air. We still retain fastest lap, but that could always change. As you can see here on lap 13, Daniel has made his pit stop. He's gone to softs, and I think he rejoined behind Valtteri, got past him pretty quickly, and there we go. Not even halfway through the race, we've already got a 3-second time penalty, pushing far too hard to get the fastest up, which we only improved on, not by much. So yeah, but lap 19, it's looking pretty certain. Daniel made his final stop of the race, went on to mediums. I'm going to make my final stop. I'm still going to go on to mediums. Pretty much the entirety of this race was me thinking, do I go into softs or mediums for the last 8 laps? I'm going to choose mediums, as I said. If there is a safety car, literally as soon as I come out of the pits, then I can just go in, put on a fresh set of softs and easy break out that 3 seconds. If I didn't have that time penalty, I'd probably go onto softs just to make sure. But looking at it, I think Valtteri's actually coming to the pits. Yeah, so Valtteri's coming in, and my gap to Ricciardo is probably going to be about 15 seconds. Actually, no, about 10 seconds here. It says, yeah, 10 seconds to Ricciardo. We have, I think, 1 or 2 like fresher mediums. And yeah, providing we don't get any more penalties, which I don't think we do, we should be golden. So let's hope there isn't a safety car to round out the race. And here we are, lap 28 of 28. The gap to Ricciardo stayed 11 seconds. As you can see, there's a yellow flag ahead of us, but that will not bother us because there is enough laps. There wouldn't be a safety car deployed after lap 26 anyway, I don't think. And besides, we'd have to stick to the same delta, and it looks like, providing Sainz is somewhere away from us, and he was. I was very alert going through there, making sure I didn't hit Sainz, but luckily we managed to stay well clear of his car off to the side. Ricciardo's currently negotiating a couple of Williams as back markers, so he's not going to be getting anywhere close through this final sector. We've got a clear track in front of us. After Ricciardo, Valtteri's 44 seconds. You see the gap, a minute to 5th place. we had some absolutely insane pace this race. Definitely helped by the fact that Daniel qualified P8. I feel if he'd qualified second, this fight would have been a lot closer. Maybe my penalty would have come into things. But as we're coming up to this penultimate corner, and now the final corner of Season 3, we are finally going to become World Champions. After Season 1 getting 5th, Season 2 getting 3rd, we finally do it. And we do it at the last race, and we win the Drivers' Championship by, I think, 10 points. And yeah, I'm very happy. It was definitely a tough season, but yeah, it's cause for celebration, I guess. So yeah, I mean, I'd say what a race, but really nothing happened. Like, Daniel had very good pace. I think his fastest lap was only half a second away from mine, and I think he was stuck in traffic then. So I mean, if he hadn't qualified 8th, it would have definitely been closer, but it was his decision. And me taking an engine penalty or an energy store penalty last race, I guess, helped us a bit. Because if we'd have taken one this race, we'd have been right in the pack with Daniel, and you know, who knows at that point. But yeah, I mean, what can I say? We won the Drivers' Championship by 12 points actually, so my maths is really, really strong once again. Not many changes in the field. George Russell gets Nick de Vries for 19th place, but as there's no points in it for them. I don't know if there are any other changes up and down the grid. In terms of the constructors, AlphaTauri just pipped Renault at the post by 4 points. We cleared out the constructors on 666 points, which I feel is quite fitting given our absolute dominance this season. Obviously, we are going to have a inter-season video, which will cover just the changes that have happened there, going into Season 4. But I think every single race, bar Australia, one of our cars has won. And I think every single race, bar obviously Australia and maybe Japan, we have had a 1-2 out. I think I might spend some time quickly looking over it in this video, but if not, it'll probably be in the other video. If not, it'll be in the older videos. In the other video, by that I mean the inter-season video. But yeah, obviously that's going to be coming soon. In terms of this episode, we're just looking, and yeah, here, if we look, actually Britain and Japan and Singapore are the only races. So 3 races where we haven't had a 1-2 out of 16. So 12 out of the 16 races we've had a 1-2. Every single race by Australia with 1. This car has been one hell of a dominant car, and you can see the performance going from just under 400 in performance rating to, I believe now it's maybe close to 900. Going for Season 2 there, ending the car as second best. And yeah, I'm just looking at the season results here. Yeah, season... I don't know what I'm doing. I think Season 3 we ended it really high as well. I'm just looking, I'm comparing my results actually, I think is what I'm doing. But yeah, this was definitely by far the most dominant season. Yeah, we ended up just over 1,000 there. The gap to Mercedes is absolutely incredible. So yeah, what a season. It's a pretty dull race to end on, unfortunately. I guess I must have used all of my good racing tokens with Mexico and Brazil. But you know, it was a comfortable win, I'd say, and it was nice. It was just a nice drive. I didn't really have to stress about anything all too much, and you know, Daniel obviously had that injury penalty, which is unfortunate for him. But whilst I am here, and I remember in the inter-season video, because I have recorded that before this one for some ungodly known reason, I do talk about Season 5. Now this is Season 3, going to Season 4. I'm about a third of the way through that season. And in that inter-season video, which will be coming up next, I do talk about the next season as in Season 5, which I am not going to do. So anything I say about Season 5 in the inter-season video after this one, I'm not doing it. I'm too late in the game's life cycle to do it, and honestly I've kind of lost a little bit of interest with my team just because of how the cars are in Season 4, which I'm sure I'll explain once again to that season. But anyway, if you did enjoy this video, please either like, share and subscribe. Let me know your best moments from this season. I'll catch you for some more F1 2020 content very soon.